All right, welcome back everybody again. Ryan here. So as you see, I got my trailer hooked up to the pickup truck here, the GMC, and we got to run up to the Cleveland area, up to Parma. I bought a different truck for a service truck, and I'm going to talk about the reason, the faults or issues with the first service truck I bought, my F350, with a had a Reading utility bed on it. Now, I know, when I bought this truck, I was calling about a lot of different trucks out there that were for sale, and like every one that I called about, I mean, in this crazy world we live in right now, every truck that I called about was sold or didn't have it anymore, or it was pending sale, so made a deposit, just kind of about like the used big truck market, as it is right now. So I found this truck, this F350, right down, actually like right around the corner from me. A private guy had it. He had a little construction, he does carpentry and all that stuff, and that's what he used it for, like a general contractor. So he used it for more like a construction type truck. So I like the truck. I mean, it's a from a hillbilly from Kentucky like me, I mean, it's a sexy looking truck. Got big tires, big bumper, sounds good. Got the the 6.4 twin turbo diesel, all that stuff. I mean, I like the truck. I like the interior. The interior is really clean, and it doesn't really have a lot of rust on it. I mean, it has a little bit on the cab corners, but they're not bad compared to what most vehicles look like up here in Northeast Ohio that are 13 years old, give or take. So the problems, one of the main problems is that you can tell there's a difference between a mechanic's body and a utility bed, and really you need to go to a dually truck, I mean, in most cases, or you go to a narrower bed in here. But the problem is that this is a lot narrower, so I don't have any drawers in here, and there's just not enough room. The other problem, this truck has a 10,000 GVW. So the issue with that is, I mean, it's an F350. So with the weight, I got my welder, air compressor, and all that stuff in here. And I put a new driveline in this. I put on the U-joints, and I don't think I did a video when I was doing that. But I didn't have any weight in here when I did that. And you're probably not going to be able to, I'm going to try to show this as best as I can. When I did the U-joints, everything looked pretty good. But then when I decked this truck out and filled it up, what happened here, the suspensions went down, and it's got my drive line at a really awkward angle that's probably going to ruin it within time. So this truck, it's just doesn't have enough suspension for the amount of weight that I got in it. The other issue is, I said, one, there's not enough room for everything. The other issue is like I'm outside on the road, wherever out, working for people on site. And we've had crazy rains this year, which I keep going on and on about in most of my videos because it's just been crazy this year. When you have all these boxes opened up, and you might be working in a building, wherever you're at, and then you have a big pop-up shower, like all you need is a little bit of rain to get in these boxes, and all your stuff's rusted, and it's just not a good setup. And it sits a little bit high, so in some cases it's hard, to find stuff in these top boxes. I got all my wrenches and stuff in the top boxes here. So, like I said, you can still go to a single rear wheel, but it would give you, with a mechanic's bed or service body, but you would take up your bed space in here. And like I said, I just haven't been able to find anything that's decent, that's in good shape for a decent price right now. So I got to thinking about it and kind of looking at our business as it is right now. I mean, who our customers are. And most of I've advertised we'll work on basically anything except for like automobiles, people's car, personal vehicles, pickup trucks. I'm just not into that. And I want to stay more kind of business to business, because when I had a business in the past, I did excavating and kind of bigger landscape jobs. And when you're working like with business to like a consumer, like an auto owner and stuff like that, it can be challenging to collect money, and they don't really have any recourse if they decide they don't want to pay it. And which unfortunately, the day we live in, a lot of user and consumers, they like to find ways not to pay you. So with the business to business, it's a little bit different. I mean, the way the laws and stuff are, can be easier to get your money if for some reason they don't want to pay you for some reason or another. So yeah, so I work on heavy on-highway trucks, construction equipment, ag equipment. I've had very little calls for the construction side, wheel loaders, excavators, dozers, that type of stuff. I really have had nil as far as that goes. I've had a lot of calls for farm equipment, especially older farm equipment, like your stuff from the 40s, 50s, you know, and stuff like that. A lot of Amish people, unexpectedly, up in Middlefield area, Ohio here, they got a lot of tractors and stuff like that they mess around with, and they don't really know a lot about mechanics and working on them, so I've gotten in with them and get a lot of calls for that stuff. So kind of in my decision to get a different truck, I mean, it just doesn't really, I would like to have a crane on a truck, you know, have a bigger crane truck, but I just don't think it's something I'm really going to use for where our business is going, especially with this property we just bought and we're getting ready to put up a shop. I think we're going to put most of our focus toward the trucking industry, because, you know, I'm getting a lot of calls from our, you know, our YouTube subscriber base out there, guys that are trucking owner operators and all that stuff that are interested in coming in. And we're trying to accommodate everybody the best we can. I mean, it's once we get the shop up, it's gonna be a lot better. But kind of looking forward, and like I said, this was all, we didn't take out any loans or anything with this. We did everything like on a cash basis, and I'm glad we did that, because we're not kind of just trying to find our right direction. And then once we kind of find that sweet spot, then we're gonna go, you know, full steam ahead in that direction. So it's not like I have a loan on this truck and I got to sell it and lose money and pay it off, which I actually think I may make some money getting rid of this truck from when I got into it, since we did a little bit of work to it. So I think I'll do okay on this. So what I ultimately decided to go with, and what we're getting ready to go pick up now, is I wanted to get a box truck, a heavy duty box truck. So I know U-Haul, they actually sell their used trucks, and they have like mechanic specials and stuff like that. So I was able to find up here in Cleveland area a 2006 Ford E450 Super Duty, 14-foot truck. So it's got a 10-foot box, like little, just under 11-foot box in it. And they're really heavy duty trucks, E450. So I mean, I think the payload, which you can haul on it, is like almost 6,200 pounds. So that gives me over 3 tons that I can put in the back of that truck, which would accommodate putting in my welder, air compressor. I'm just gonna put toolboxes. And then, you know, the U-Haul trucks, I got that little mom's attic thing like up over the cab. So I mean, I think that'd be a great place to put some, you know, shelving and some storage boxes, stuff like that. So I think it'll really work out well. And they're built pretty heavy duty. The problem with this truck is it's got a 6.8 liter V10 engine, and it has a cracked block. So I'm gonna have to put an engine in this thing. I think we got the truck pretty right compared to what they're selling. Ones that are, they have some up there that are in running condition, and they're selling them for, you know, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. I bought this one for $3,500, and I just ordered an engine from Jasper Engines, which they were like the only ones that I could find that could get me an engine here within the next couple weeks. And actually, I'm a registered biz shop with them now too, so I'm trying to get on their installer list as well for that type of product, those products that they sell for, you know, diesel and bigger truck transmission, stuff like that. So I got it for $3,500. I paid for the engine with the installation kit. I'm in like $4,600 delivered and all that. So I think we're going to be under. Have a brand new engine, truck. And like I said, the truck's only got 96,000 miles on it to begin with. It looks like it's got almost brand new tires. Looked at all the maintenance history. It just, they had brakes and rotors and stuff just put on it right before it went down here. So I think, and it looks like you can see all their maintenance records with U-Haul where they they check everything out every 5,000 miles. I know you got different people driving them and all that all the time, but they're not something that's typically ran in the wintertime as much. So, you know, people typically don't move that much in the wintertime, so it's not, it doesn't have much rust on it and all that. So anyways, I'm gonna quit talking here, and we're gonna get on the road because I'm gonna meet these people up there, and we're gonna get this thing loaded up. And on the trailer, I got a winch set up here to yank it up on there, and I don't know, maybe it'll run and we can drive it on, but if not, we got a winch to pull it up on the trailer, and we'll get this thing back here and we'll pick up then. Well, first we'll show us going there and loading it up and all that. And then once we get it back here, we'll get into it and kind of go over what we're going to do. But again, anybody looking for an F350, this one's probably going to be on the market pretty soon as I get this other truck ready to go. So like I said, I like the truck. It is a sexy truck and all that, but it's just not really practical for what we're doing. So, and I'm real particular as far as, I like everything organized. When I go out on a job, I mean, I want to know where everything's at. I want everything to be clean. And it just makes everything flow a lot better, makes a lot more, you know, pleasurable experience for me, and gets the guy that I'm working on, gets him out of there quicker. So with that, I'm gonna get going here, and we'll see you in a little bit when we get up to Parma. So. Alright, so we made it back here without any fatalities or any other type of problems for the most part. I know I kind of do some shady stuff when it comes to moving equipment and stuff around, but like I said, we got the got it back here, getting ready to unload it, and probably I kind of pulled down here in the yard because I got a little, it's trying to make this ramp a little bit flatter so that hitch doesn't hit the ground. I don't know, I don't think it hit the ground when we were loading it, but just in case, because we're going to pull it off with the tractor here and get it moved in position. So we're going to do that real quick and then do a little tour here of what we got and what the plan is. So that'll go ahead and get this thing unchained and all that. So. Alright, so we got it off of the trailer without rolling it over or any other injuries. So this is it. So first thing off, this truck here has a 14,050 pound GVW, GVRW, whatever. My other truck, that F350, only has a 10,000, so this has a lot bigger leaf pack and it's a dually rear end. Like I said, it's got the 6.8 liter V10 Ford engine. Supposedly it has a crack in the block, and it looks like somebody stole the starter off the bottom of it, so I'm going to get a starter too. Other than that, I mean, transmission looks good, driveline, I mean, it looks like it's got brand new brakes and rotors. It looks like they did, I was looking at the history, and it's got 96,000 miles on it. And they actually just put new brakes and rotors and everything, hubs and all that stuff on it like 200 miles before it went down, so all that stuff's brand new. But yeah, not a bad truck. This fender's a little bent up, so I'll probably have to get a fender for it here. replace that. So, but other than that, I mean, it don't really have any rust. Cab corners and everything are good underneath of it. Interior, it's really, I mean, interior is pretty nice. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, this would be great for a little service truck. Got a little bit of room in there, a little seat in the middle. So, the dash and everything, nothing's broken. So I'm actually pretty surprised how decent shape the interior and all that is. So I don't know, there's a wheelbarrow tire in here for some reason, so guess we can throw that in the scrap pile. So, yeah, so I don't know how I got in there, but I guess that's a bonus. Yeah, so pretty good. Got Michelin tires. These tires are, these are real nice tires. I mean, they got a lot of tread left on them, but yeah, real nice heavy leaf pack back here. Actually does have a, has the ramp with it, which would be nice for if I got something bigger to roll up in there. But I don't think we went out. Did we go into the back earlier? No. Okay, no. So I'm going to steal the vise off my other truck and probably put my vise on the back here. Then probably put my welder right here, air compressor there, and we can put toolboxes in here. But real nice floor and everything. Put some more lights in here. You know, we can put a whole toolboxes, a workbench, toolbox, welder, generator. Then this is what I really like about the U-Haul trucks is I got that mom's attic thing up here, which, you know, I could put bolt bins, you know, all kinds of stuff up in here. And have a nice extra little storage area that's out actually over the cab. So another thing nice about these, they don't have the fenders in here as well, so it gives you plenty of floor space. One thing we got's the gas tank over here, but then got these wood runners through here to attach stuff to. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited. I mean, it'd be a lot better working, better setup, be a lot more organized. Because I to be able to work efficiently and all that. I mean, I'm a person, I got to be really, in my work, I got to need to be organized, know where everything's at. And the other truck, like I said, is just a disaster right now. So probably don't need that hitch. We'll probably take that hitch off. But not too bad of a truck. Tires on this side these aren't as good. These will probably have to be replaced. That one's a little dry rotted. But yeah, not too bad of a truck, I don't think. So I think it'd be a lot better for what we're doing as a business. And then, you know, I think with the other truck, we can probably come out on top, you know, actually put a little bit more money after we put the money in this and sell that truck. I think we might be able to put a couple $1,000s in the bank, hopefully, if we get what we want for the other truck. So, but again, engine coming, I think September 10th. Hopefully, I just ordered it, and that's my promise date on that. So I'll probably, when I get time, not working on other projects for other people and all that, I'll probably start pulling this engine out and get it ready for the new one to go in, because like I said, I want to get this thing on the road as soon as possible. So, but so that's just kind of, and I talked about the other, I walked around my other truck earlier and you know, whatever, a couple points on it. So I mean, if you guys are if you're looking to get into this type of business, like I said, I made a mistake, you know, didn't overlook some things and really didn't think it through, just kind of jumped on something. So there was just some of my thoughts as far as if you're looking to get into this type of business, kind of what truck not to buy, maybe something better. So I ended up giving $3,500 for this truck, and I mean, other than the engine, it's a solid truck. And like I said, I'm going to be in like $4,600 on the engine, and that's a 2-year unlimited warranty with Jasper and all that. And that's almost a complete engine for the most part. So. Yeah, so I think it'd be a better fit for us and a lot more organized and be able to provide better service for everybody. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, or hope it, if you're in, like I said, if you're looking to get into this business, like I said, I'm new. I've worked for a lot of other companies and, you know, in the mechanic, field service and all that, but kind of when you're doing it yourself, you know, and trying to find, we were kind of going a lot of different directions and trying to hone in and then kind of go full speed in one direction, which we've kind of narrowed things down, what we're gonna focus on. And like I said, we're actually opening up a brick and mortar shop here shortly. We just bought the property, so stay tuned for more on that as well. But again, guys, thanks for all the support, all the comments, calls, and everything we get for the business from YouTube subscribers. We appreciate that.
and all the comments and everything else. So you know, if you're new, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell for the updates, and give us that thumbs up. That's the best way to get the YouTube to push our videos to other people that might be interested in our content as well. If you're interested in farm stuff, which, you know, see tractors and everything else around here, if you're interested in any of that stuff, you can check out our farm channel. We always put the link for that as well. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for all the support, and we'll see you next time.